Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to another vlog, and thank you guys so much for all your support. On my last video I got so much comments and I see people sharing their own views, their own perspective and the rest of it, and I got a lot of compliments anyway. Also compliments about the hair I was wearing on that video. Thank you guys so much. So today my afro is out. Hope you guys comment me on this one. So what's today's video? Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my life here in Italy, living in Italy, how Italy has been able to change me for these past years I've lived here in Italy. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys as well my story, how I was able to cope here when I got here in Italy. So I got here in Italy during September some years back. When I got here, being that it's a non-English speaking country and totally different from where I'm coming from, so definitely my life is going to be changed and influenced in so many ways because it's a new environment, it's a new culture, it's a new place entirely. So one thing we just have to know is that when you find yourself in a certain place, you are not the one to really influence that place, especially when it has to do with a different culture, a different kind of a place totally different from where you were coming from. So it does not really means that you have to be the one to change that place. If there's some things you can change about yourself and the way you dive around the environment and the rest of it, it's okay. But it's another thing for you to understand that you don't practically change that place, but you allow that place to change you. I mean, you just have to make a way to adapt into the system you find yourself. So going back to my stories, okay, so when I got here, and the language was the first thing, okay. In Italy is a non-English speaking country, and for you to be able to communicate and socialize, make friends, okay, be able to live peacefully in that place, I mean, be able to manage yourself out there, language has to be the number one thing you have to tackle. Okay, so when I came here and I saw the way the system is, and that September, I just have to register myself in a school. Okay, so I first of all registered myself in a language school, which is, and I went for the language school for about few months, about 3 months or 2 months or thereabouts. I had to sit for exam to take my R1, that's A1 level of language. I was pregnant before I took that, but I took that exam. That was my first son, Michael. And after I had Michael, I had to continue as well. So what I was doing was that because they were not accepting children, okay, so what I was doing that my husband, when he's back from work, he has to be with our son, and then I have to go to school in the evening. Luckily for me, there were evening sections of that school, so it was working for us that way, because I had to learn this language. It's very necessary that I learn this Italian language. Number one be it that there may be some places I have to go to that my husband doesn't have to go with me. There may be some time I have to take appointments that my husband will not be there to take me there because he might be at work. And being pregnant, you know how it is. Hospital here and there, appointments here and there, ultrasounds, so many things, echography, all of that. You have to be there and you have to interact. You have to share what you feel. You have to share the way you feel your body is. I mean, you have to speak, you have to talk. And I had to fight to do all these things for myself because my husband's work was not actually allowing him to be present in most cases where I have appointments. So it was basically me, and I was going with transportation, okay, with the train and the rest of that. And again, when I came here, being that my husband got a house where he got a house out of the city anyway. He's in a countryside, okay, and we are living at the city point of that countryside. I don't know if I'm making sense anyway. So there were not so much, you know, Nigerians or friends around. When I newly came here, most of the friends that most of the families my husband introduced me to, whom their wives also came here as well, we are all living far, and that's another place. So what I used to do then, because I always feel lonely, at times I'll watch Italian stations, at times I'll read my book, at times I study, at times I do all the necessary things I need to do in the house if I don't have appointments. And then I enter the train, and then I start going to those far places where my husband's friends were there, where I can meet some young ladies like me that came here as well to join their husband. So that was what I was doing at that particular time. I will always go out, you know, to walk around the city, to visit some friends, to view places, and, you know, kind of like exploring different places and not just sitting down one place, because I really want to I want to enjoy this place. So the number one change I got was that I had to put myself out there. Okay, I had to just come out from my shell. Naturally, I am an introvert. You may not look at me like that, but I think you may see it in me one way or the other. That's if you can. I'm an introvert, so I love my personal areas. I love to just be me. I love my privacy. I love me alone, okay? But that will not really allow me to socialize here very well if I want to be that introvert so I had to put myself out there and just trying to embrace the new system. Trying to embrace the new environment, the new state, that stage of life that I am. Okay, so that was what I was doing. So I will go out and I'll visit some friends, and after then I'll be there all day long. During the evening, when it will be time for my husband to be back from work, he either comes there and pick me, or I will as well enter the train and I will come back. So that's what I was doing until I got to meet a friend who introduced me to this association, and she's an Italian. She's the first Italian friend I had, and we started discussing and we started talking, and she saw that I kind of like know how to express myself very well in Italian language. And then she was like, I can as well share my culture, because the association I'm talking about is made up of different kind of cultures. It comprises of people from different parts of the world, and who comes together to share their cultures, share their views, share their perspective, you know, to encourage people, to encourage ourselves, and to encourage women as well. So that's what my association is all about. And then we do a lot of humanitarian work as well. So I got to enter this association, and it was like that. So we're always meeting, and then we would discuss, and them that are Italians, they will want to, you know, help to enhance and expand the knowledge of Italian language to the foreigners, help them to study as well, help them to be more vocal, help them to speak well the language. So that was where it all started. And then another thing again that I would say that Italian made me kind of like put me in is having patience. And this is where it comes in, that irrespective of you are living in a different place, in a different country, where you have no parents, you have no relative, irrespective of you don't have all these things, never allow it to weigh you down. Yes, you are new in this place, but you have to have the patience to allow the system to flow so that you can be able to adapt into it. I mean, not being too forward in everything. I mean, I know that as well. Like when I really came here, you can imagine there was so much paperwork to do. There were so much offices we needed to enter. We had to enter to make my documents stable and everything. And Italian bureaucracy is something that is still very difficult to handle. Okay, their bureaucracy is still at a very, very low level. There's so much paperwork to be done, and if you don't have the patience, you may get angry and without knowing that that's just their system. Okay, so I think patience, what I mean patience is patience to be able to carry yourself along with the system and being able to adapt very well into the system. Because if you don't have the patience, it's going to be overburdened and it's going to weigh you down. That's just what I'm trying to say. Of course, it's a new place. Of course, it's a new environment. Of course, it's a new country. Okay, I don't expect everything to just fall into place at a particular time like that. I mean, at exact time as the way I want it. No. Okay, things has to fall into place at the right time, and maybe patience have to help me to, you know, calm my nerves emotionally, mentally, and everything, and be able to enjoy myself in the new place I found myself. So that's just what I'm trying to say. And again, putting yourself out there, like I said before, which I did, that association helped me a lot. I never really stayed in the house and then just, you know, watch TV all day or just separate myself from others because of the language, or because I found myself in a new place, or because I feel like, okay, maybe people don't have to, people will talk bad about me, or people will not accept me, or people will you know, will kind of look at me in a different way because of who I am, or because of I don't speak, you know, like people, that fear of not being accepted. No, I didn't allow that to put me down. Okay, I had to put myself out there, and I moved out of my comfort zone so that I can make things the way I want it to be. One thing we just have to understand again in life is that in life, it's not everybody that is going to love you. It's not everybody that is going to wish you well. Okay, people are definitely going to talk bad about you. People are definitely going to people are definitely not going to like you. But them not liking you is not because of you. It is because of them. So when people have bad opinions about you, at times it's not really because of you. It could be because of the personality of that person. It's just their person. Okay, so I really don't get, it's not like I don't experience negativity or I don't experience, of course, it's a different place. I mean, when we talk about racism is there. Yes, let's be sincere. I'm just being raw here. I'm not going to come here and paint it that everything went well. Please, sorry for the background noise, okay? I live close to the main road. I'm not going to come here and paint everything and tell you that I found it all rosy and everything was so okay. No, it wasn't like that, okay? I had to make my way, and then I had to work on myself, and for myself and for my sanity, I don't have to allow people's negativity to get at me. No, no, no. Because I know I came here for a purpose. I came here to meet my husband, and I'm here to build a family as well. If I can't protect myself from bad people, from negativity, then how then am I going to be able to protect my family? How then am I going to be able to protect my children? Okay, so I had to start working all these things ahead of time before children begin to come in. So that's just the thing. So that association helped me a lot, and then along the line I started working as the English representative in that association, which as well gave me access to working as a translator and the rest of them up to date. And coming about to the family, okay, Italy made me to be strong. Yes, it made me self-dependent. It made me to know that I can do it all if I put my mind on it. I'm here with no one. I'm here without any parents. I'm here without any help. I'm here doing everything practically on my own with my husband. Okay, I take care of everything. I mean, being that dependence of taking care of everything on your own, time management, personal management, everything, proper management of yourself and everything you have to do. Italy taught me that. It taught me that. I mean, that thought of, look, you have nobody, just take care of this. If you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. It taught me that. I don't know about you, so please let me know if you do as well. So I don't want this video to be so long. There's so many things Italy taught me. It taught me as well to, you know, push on and never look back. Yes, it does that. When you find yourself in a different country, a different environment, totally different from where you are coming from, okay, you get to see so many things that look strange to you. They may be strange to you, but that's just the way of the life of the place you find yourself. So you just have to adapt. Okay, so Italy taught me that what I know may not be it all. There's so many things you just need to explore as well. Okay, I cannot say that, okay, now that I'm in Italy, maybe because of the environment or because of the place or because of the things around me, there is some things I would have done that will make it more perfect the way it would have been. I don't think there is anything I would have done to make my life now much more perfect than the way it would have been, because if I look at it, I think it's a 50-50 thing. I may apply some certain things which for me, it would have made it more perfect for me. Finding myself in this place, maybe my life would have been much better if I had applied some certain things. But it would have as well not work. So the only thing that is certain is maybe when it has passed, I mean, the stages, when they are passed, you cannot say, hey, maybe if I had done this, it would have worked this way. And then in future, trying to, you know, being strong and trying to think and then trying to apply some certain things to make it more perfect. I don't know if I'm making sense anyway. I just don't know exactly if I'm making sense here. But what I'm just saying is that so far my life has been here in Italy. I'm just going to say that I really thank God for, you know, the opportunity to be here, and I thank God for the changes I have undergone so far, and I thank God for, you know, for where I am as well hoping to be in future, and where I'm still gonna work hard to be as well in future, making my you know, my plans, my goals coming to reality. Yes, so I think it has all been okay. And my advice to anyone watching this video is that in case you are new here, or in case you are finding it difficult to settle here in Italy, about settling here in Italy is all on your choice. It all depends on what you want. But if you are coming across some difficulties, I think my advice to you is be determined. Okay, I mean, put yourself out there and just know that with patience you can be able to achieve it all, and then try to allow things unfold itself time after time. Don't just expect everything to fall into place as immediately as you want it. No. So that's it, guys, and that's just the little I want to share about my stay here in Italy and how it has been so far. I don't want to go into so much talk because there are so many things I experienced, and there is maybe as the time goes on I'll begin to unfold them little after the other. So And then thank you so much if you have watched me up to this far. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I'll be leaving you guys, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Okay, ciao, bye.